So my name is Mr. Nicolas, Arnaud Nicolas. I'm the CEO of Lepe. And Lepe is a brand, it's a very old brand, by the way. It's 1839. It has been established in 1839. So we are 181 years old. And we have always been in the age of watchmaking. What we are doing now is a little bit on the edge of what people are doing, and it's different from what everyone else is doing. We are making kinetic piece of art, not anymore clothes or watch. Our intent is to make something that nobody else has done before, to make product that bring some message in the world. One of the message is how we go back to our childhood and the inspiration of our childhood and the happiness that we can see on faces of kids. You know, the older we grow, the more problem we face and the less happier, if I can say that, we get. Okay. Or the more difficult it is for us to get happy. So it's something that we try to explain and to show through our product. In fact, we have 3 lines, and one line is dedicated to our history from 1839. So we have what we call the carriage clock. That is a clock made of exactly as it was made in 1839. I can show you this. We have it, for example, right here. This one is the 1839 clock. So it's a new one, but built up exactly as they were made at the time. And now what we are doing is more stuff. It's more stuff like this one, or like the car. In fact, the clock we have made here is inspired from 1950s racing car, so 1950s Formula One, and the idea behind it is how a car was built up at the time. So what we have done, I go back to the car. Mm-hmm. We have chosen to build up a car as it was made at the time. So you have here the escapement. If I turn a little bit the clock, you can see the escapement. And the escapement is what makes the clock alive, so it controls the time. In front of it, you have the steering wheel, and the steering wheel does something special. Steering wheel usually drives the direction of the car. Here it drives the time. So you set the time by turning the steering wheel. As we were saying, this is the escapement, and it's under a dome that is looking like helmet tape. And our car, what is nice about our car is when we to rewind it, you just play with it. So you can move it back and forth to rewind it. Like the pullback we have when we were young. We used a lot of details within the car, within our design that bring us back to the history of car making. Another example is, for example, we have used colors that are exactly the color of the racing team back in 1950s. We have the green from Ferrari. We have the British racing green from the British team, and we have the Germanic grey, the Mercedes grey, for the German team. And we have made something a little bit special, like on. I take this. those two that are made of, that are blue here, are the body part of the car, and in fact, they're made of aluminium. And why did we choose aluminium? We chose aluminium because back in 1950, there was a lack of stainless steel everywhere in the world. And the industry of car making started to use aluminium in racing. And they found out all the benefits of aluminium, the rigidity, the lightness. And to commemorate this, we have decided to use for the body the aluminium and to paint it with the exact color of the team back in 1950s. We have this one as a new model. It's called Trinity. It's a nice object. Everything is about the number 3. It's made of three designers working together. You have a movement made in 3 layers. You have 3 legs, and the inspiration is the mosquitoes.
Okay.
So the Jurassic mosquitoes. And to read the time, you have a special way of reading the time. To read the time, you need to look at through the ball. For example, here. I don't know if we will be able to see it. Here you go, I think, right here. You can read the time. It's easy to read it on, in presence, in presential, but through videos, it's quite hard. Here is also another one that we have here. It's a spaceship. Within the spaceship, if you look in the center, you have 3 small vessels turning around the hour and doing a rotation in 100 seconds. 100 seconds sharp. And the beauty of this one is we have mixed time indication. The minute hand is in fact a disk that is revolving in 360 degrees in 1 hour, and the hour hand is a hand that is turning. So you have for the minute a disk indication, and for the hour you have hand indication. It comes also in different colors. It can come in blue, in green, or in red. We found our inspiration within our childhood for part of it, inside movies also, and with the team. Meaning we are working with many different people. That's part of our DNA. And that's why you have some of the product co-branded. It's Lepe by someone. It's because we are working different person together to create the design of the object and the idea of the object. That's the philosophy of the brand. We always think that we are better when we are more than one. When you are 2, you're better than when you are 1. 3 person works better than 1 or than 2.
Okay.
So it's a team build-up analysis that we're doing.
Okay.
Yes, what we have, I'm really happy to be here, to be in Mexico. By the way, it's the country that I really like. And what Mexican market is an important market for us because it's a market where you have a lot of open-minded people. And part of what we're doing is different from what everyone else is doing in the industry. So we have a special way of thinking, a special way of building our product. And here in Mexico, we have quite found an audience for our product because people are open-minded and they try to have something that is different from what everyone else has, and that's our motto: bringing up novelties, bringing up something that no one has done before and that your neighbor will not be able to find. So when you buy something from us, you buy something that is somehow unique. Thank you. Thanks a lot, and hope to see you in a role soon.